Hi there, I've got Toxie Magic with me. Really disappointing 3-0 loss today to Tottenham. Your thoughts on the game?
Bro, I I have to laugh because I'm so peed off. I have to just laugh. Do you know what I mean? It's how do you get your player who's been I don't want to seem as like I'm coming across and blaming Holden for this, but everything kind of broke down after he got sent off, and it was pretty much we were still in control at 1-0. I think we were still gonna try and pick something out of it, um, but you know that sending off was a bit of a crazy one, to be honest. Yes, okay, Song was frustrating him, and Song did chuck a bit of a cheeky elbow in when they obviously started rolling around on the floor and everything. I don't know how, that wasn't dealt with properly. If you're going to chuck your hands around, surely you should be sent off. It doesn't matter what's going on. Because he chucked that elbow first, and then Odin had no choice but to like flip him around to see if there was like kind of playing in an MMA kind of match or like some kind of jiu-jitsu kind of gym or something rather than playing football. He just flipped him over. So I think that kind of like rattled him already because even though he was smiling, it seemed like he was rattled. Because if he wasn't rattled, surely he wouldn't have chucked the other elbow like to try and he wouldn't have slapped him in the face or whatever he did there. It was just kind of crazy. You don't do that. Yes, everyone's going on about. I mean, some people's opinions been like ref wrecked the game, whatever, whatever. Yeah, and also I think that Davies. Oh, do you think Davies should have been sent off, bro? For that tackle on Saka. Come on, man. It's 2-footed stamping on the back of the player's foot on the 11th minute. If he had been sent off, that game would have come out a different way. So yeah, we can look at all them kind of things. But if the ref's going to send Holding off for that kind of offence, then surely Davies should have been sent off as well, innit? That's the way I see it, man. So like today, oof, terrible, terrible day at the office compared to what we had at the weekend, where the boys stuck in, grinded out a result. I mean, we were talking at the weekend, weren't we, bro? Compared to what we had, disappointing. I'm gonna go to bed tonight having nightmares. I honestly, I'm so down from that, and I don't know where we go from here. To be honest, I honestly don't know, bro.
Okay, what did you think of their penalty decision?
I think from that just looked like a bit of a I don't even want to swear, it looked like a bit of a cluster F to me, to be honest. The whole thing just I couldn't quite understand it, like what was going on. It's just it takes a lot to bamboozle me as a man, to be honest. But that there, I don't even want to. The whole thing for me is Odin getting sent off is just like it's wrecked the game for me, like literally, because I thought at 1-0 there was still a way back in, and you can get hyped for a North London derby. Of course, that's what we want. But you get hyped for the right reason. You should be the one winding people up. You've gone to their ground, wind them up. Don't let them wind you up. Because if you keep winding them up there, they're going to end up having to do something because they feel like they're at home. They have to try and prove something, and they end up getting sent off. But it might be a blessing in disguise, to be honest, that he's been sent off. Maybe you can just get, Ben can come back in and just play the rest of the games. Because tonight I was a bit, I gotta be honest with you. I know people might say, yeah, maybe you're just saying that because he got sent off. I was a bit skeptical about having him in this game, to be honest. Because I don't know, man. It's penalty, innit? It was a bit clumsy in the box. Whatever was going on, whoever wasn't talking to each other there, communication. I mean, shirts were being pulled up, nearly giving each other a wedgie and everything. I don't understand what was going on there. Back turned and everything is it's disgusting, man. Like the football, that's not the way we want to play. If we want to qualify for Champions League, we can't play like that. If we play like that to qualify for Champions League and we keep playing like that in the Champions League, we're gonna get sent home in no time, man. So tonight's not even it's not a good one at all, bro. I gotta be honest.
Yeah, what did you think though of Arteta deciding not to start Ben White? He had him on the bench, so he's fit enough to be on the bench. Why not start him?
I think because Odin's obviously played well, bro. We can't take that away from him because you can say, obviously, like I said, I think, yeah, maybe because he's got red. Because if he went and scored, I wouldn't be saying the same thing, would I? Do you know what I mean? But because he's got a red card tonight, obviously, I'm not villainizing. Like I'm not making him a villain for like obviously for this or whatever word I was meant to use there. I'm not making him a villain of like what's happened now. I'm just saying, a bit more composure and just holding yourself together in it. You're a guy who people have been looking at and thinking, you know what, you're up for this and everything. And I'm sure I'm sure probably 99% of Arsenal fans would have backed the fact that Holding was starting today because he's ended in it. He's ended his deals. Like you think, yeah, okay, cool. But I think Ben White probably should have been like in that position tonight. To be honest, like for me as well, I think Smith Rowe should have started. I'm just these are boys again. Their end is very important, man. These are the boys that know about the derby, innit? They know what this game means to Arsenal. They've grown up, you know, him and Saka have grown up in it and they know what's going on. Put these boys in, man. Let them play. They're going to play. Are you seen them, innit? When we played at the Emirates, 3-1. Who was on the score sheet, man? Come on. You know? Whichever way. If you think he can't play a full game, yeah, still bring him on. Because that is going to be threatening to them. Because they seem to think, oh, yeah, he's still a young player, but they know what the game means to him. They're going to try and frustrate him. They end up kicking him down. We would have been getting a penalty, not the other way around. Davis should have been sent off though, bro. I'm still going to keep saying that. Because how'd you stamp? You stamped him, man. You stamped Saka.
Yeah, unfortunately, that decision didn't go our way, and we did start the game well, though. It wasn't.
Oh my God. We started the game well. And even after like they scored, we were still doing all right. Like chances, everything. Lloris really helped them out, man. Some quality saves, in it. Do you know what I mean? It really helped them out tonight. Um, on a normal day, we probably would have scored some of those goals, but hey, that just everything just crumbles in it when you just get. I mean, where do you go from? You know, one of your major guys who's been doing very well getting sent off, and yeah, I know Mo didn't play well tonight. Mr. El Neni, he was a bit this and that, but you have those games anyway. You'll have a day off and whatever it is. But I thought that the selection today was going to be slightly different from the weekend because obviously you got Ben White, Smith Rowe. I thought there was actually a reason to them not playing on Sunday to obviously slot them in today. But obviously, like I said, I'm not even going to talk. I'm sure you're probably going to ask me about tactics. I'm not a tactician, man. I'm not even going to. I don't even want to put myself in Arteta's like shoes right now of what he was actually thinking about. Not starting Ben White, not starting Smith Rowe. I don't know what he was thinking about, but I'm not starting them too. Anyone else, I'm not really too fussed. But them too, you know, they needed to be on that pitch tonight. 50
Yeah,
million sat on the bench.
yeah. This is the thing, we know he's still a young manager, and these decisions sometimes he will get wrong. There's a positive. I know it's hard right now, bro, but there is a positive. We are still 1 point ahead of Tottenham now. Just 2 games left. If we can win these last 2 games, top four is still ours. We still finish above them. What's your thoughts?
The games again. Who they got to play again?
We
Not
got
us.
Newcastle
I know
away.
we've got Newcastle away and we've
Yeah.
got Everton at home, but Tottenham's got to play. I'm
So the
going
next
far.
one's Burnley at home on Sunday.
Burnley,
Yeah. So if they win that, they'll go ahead of us. So that's going to put a lot of pressure
bro.
on us. But Burnley are fighting for relegation. So hopefully
That's
they
the
can score
bonus
some
to it.
favour.
But don't forget, so is Everton as well. They're fighting as well because if Burnley win, Everton's got to win on the last day, innit? Really, they've got to win their game the weekend and they got to win on the last day. We've put ourselves in this position. The least we could have done tonight was to go to that. I'll pause myself there. To go down that rubbish stadium and actually get a point out of that game. At least a point out of that game, yeah? So, what did we do? We just went down there. Everything just came crashing and burning, man. Like, literally, we postponed the game from January only to come here now to come and lose 3-0. Tottenham were fuming in January when we postponed this game. And now, they're like, yeah, thank God for that. You know what I mean? the, the joke's on us, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, we probably would have still lost back then in January because we were a bit unsettled and whatever it was then. But to be a strong team now, that's trying to go for that fourth place, even if Chelsea sleep, trying to go for that third, we've kind of messed up, man. Big time. So I think there can be a light at the end of the tunnel, but don't forget Newcastle they're not taking it easy with anyone these days. Okay, yeah, they lost heavily at the weekend, but look at who they were playing. You know what I mean? So they're not going to want to lose like games on the bounce like that. We've got to go there and just pull it out of the bag, man. I don't know. We need to go there and really work hard, work our asses off, work our socks off. Get that, even if it's a 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1, bring that result back then we're still 1 point ahead of them. Then it goes down to the last day, innit? Unfortunately, Everton fans, you might need to depend on the next game. Maybe win your next one, because with that last game, I don't think we're giving up anything at home at all, to be honest. But you got Richarlison up front, and that's another. That's another thing. We've put ourselves in a right state, man. From like we was like, at the weekend. Look how happy I was. Look at me now. You look at me right now. This is. No, bro. I'm going to bed. I'm just going to bed. Drink water. I couldn't eat, man. I couldn't eat. I put myself on a fast tonight. I couldn't eat. I'm gonna drink water and go to bed. That's it. Tomorrow we'll think about it again. Might be a lot calmer tomorrow, but I have to laugh, man. Because if I don't laugh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. To be honest, because it's a shame, man. But hopefully, man, we got 6 points to grab in it. We grab those 6 points, yeah. On the positive side, we're alright. If we don't, anything less than 6 points, we're finishing below Tottenham. Yeah, because
Okay.
they're not gonna let you sleep now, are they? No.
One last thing, then, bro. Are you confident we will win these last two games and get top four?
Those two teams, bro, I've said it, man. Those two teams are not easy. But the boys have it all to play for now, innit? That the ball's now in their court, literally. You know, Newcastle go away, get that result. I think if we get that result at Newcastle, Everton's gonna be they're gonna get a thumping when they come to the Emirates. So yeah, we can still do it, but we need to get that result. We need to look at the next game first. Yeah, it's game by game now, and that's what I think we just went. I don't know. Maybe, maybe if you can get if you can get an interview with Teta, maybe we might tell you what happened tonight because they came crashing, man. 3-0 is too much, man. If we had lost 1-0, literally that first goal, yeah, I would have been like, okay, it's one of them ones, innit? It's North London Derby, man. You don't lose a North London Derby 3-0. Yeah, we beat them 3-1, but not when you're like in control like that, at the start as well. Yeah, you get an early go in, okay, yeah, whatever. But no, we messed up, man. Big time.